There we go. Just getting everything nice and set up. Come on, internet. Yeah, there we go. Nice, easy, fast connections. Got some chill-ass music. Hello, Ruby. How's it going? Hello, Floof. How are you doing today? WarioWare? It's not WarioWare or Brain Age. This one's a tough one. I'm not gonna lie. I gave you guys kind of a toughie. I'd be shocked if someone got it, and it would be like a moment of bonding if someone did guess it. No, it's not tennis or tennis or tensies. Tennies? Yeah, tennies. That's how I'd pronounce that. Oh, my candle burned out. That's sad. I need to get a new candle. Let me, I'll finish doing my things and then... Oh, that's right. Okay, everything's in kind of a weird spot right now. Carry things carefully. Don't drop them. Okay. Super Monkey Ball. No, it's not Super Monkey Ball either. I don't know if I've ever played or had this song on the channel. Ruby brought up a good point that I always pick the same songs from the same games. And so now I'm going to just start doing different, harder, random things. All right, there was something else I wanted to grab. That's right. Okay. I'm going to walk away from my microphone, but I will be here. Oh, yeah. It's not Katamari. Hilarious. Like a randomizer? No, it's more like me just pulling out more things from my brain. No, it's not Puyo Puyo Championship. Not a bad guess, though. So here's the funny thing, right? So when I say not a bad guess, I've noticed I have a habit of doing this. If you're like way off on the game, I generally will respond with just like, no. If you're like, if I can find some sort of connecting point between the two that goes beyond, they're both video games, then usually I'll say something like, not a bad guess, or like, oh yeah, that I could see that, or, you know. There is, I've recognized there is a pattern to the way that I reply to things. Congrats, by the way, on your stream streak. The Big 10. No, it's not Tetris either. All right, I think we're just about ready to get started here. I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna find this lighter I set down somewhere, hopefully relatively close to me. No, I did not put it close to me. Gotta get up again. I'm so sick of getting up out of my chair. Let me just sit for a moment. No, it's not a McDonald's advert. If someone here actually gets it, also welcome Kai. How are you doing today? I'd be shocked. Cause like this is a weird game from my less sick. Okay, that's good to hear. Unless we're referring to sick as in like the radical sense, like yeah, that's sick. Like you know what I mean? In which case, well, I hope you feel more sick. But I highly doubt that's what that is. Like in the flu sense. You get to live there, away from everything. All right, I think we're ready. Everyone, please give a round of applause to Worms Blast for the lovely intro music. And we shall get started. Look at that, we're started. The fuck is that? Maybe a game I'll play on stream one day. It's probably one of my like favorite obscure games from my childhood. Its peak is what it is. Indeed. All right, and of course the thing is gonna go on. That is nowhere near Puyo Puyo Tetris. No. Worms Blast. Are you guys not familiar with the Worms Blast? It's a spin-off of the other Worms games that is focused on like block destruction, kind of puzzly. Tetris is probably a closer guess, but like it falls in the same vein as like puzzle something or another. Worms Armageddon is sick. Yes, it is. But yeah, this is the puzzle version of Worms. Pick our weapon. Oh, you don't like the heavy bow gun? Damn. Very well. I will play some Charge Blade for you. Oh my god. And it begins. 2 seconds into stream and already here we are. I've played a Worms game on the PS2. Start with a banger. What is the banger? Inform me. Great Mako. Oh, hell yeah. I'm way down for that. We'll even do a hard version of Great Mako. Maybe we'll just like do a handful of wyverns. It has to be like the hardest possible. Okay, I'm sure we can find that. Yuka, hello, how's it going? Floof is here first. Feel free to post. Lobby ID is in the top right corner of the stream. If anybody would like to join, we have 2 open spots, but if not, then they'll go to the randos. And we'll have a good time regardless. So Nutty is here. Welcome. And then this is a lighter. I'm going to find a place for this. That's not on my keyboard. I'm going to move my AC control somewhere else on my desk. I'm going to scooch this down. Put the fun candy somewhere else. Put my broken headphones somewhere else. Move the mouse over to there. Teabag containers, papers. Oh my god. Fruit this, man. No. No, don't do it. And that's Yuka. Wonderful. Yep. For those of you who are new here, you know, we're going to go with the usual pacing of things, which is to say, one redo on a failed hunt, room order, and yeah, we're going to have a good time. If you're not having a good time, I don't know. Maybe this ain't the place for you tonight. We're here to have fun and play video games. Ooh, a Devil Joe. That is a spicy start to the stream. And Jack the Mac, thank you so much for the follow. How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. My name's Babotosh. I stream MHGU on the regular, but also variety streamer. We are currently playing through Shovel Knight. Oh, you're so nutty! Hell yeah! So glad to see you here. How's your day going? What's new with you? Or you know, I should say, you're new altogether. You could tell me anything about yourself, and I would be inclined to believe it. We have a new fruit on the stream today. Feel free to take a stab at what I've got. It's in my hand right now, but you know, I think it's pretty obvious from the colors. Waiting for wilds, aren't we all? We did a bit of the beta yesterday, and think if you weren't here, good. My computer just does not like it at all. Watermelon. No, it's not a watermelon. Jesus. Watermelon has to be saved for a special occasion. A spatial occasion. It's like treasure. What are my PC specs? Oh God, what a loaded question. Well, I know that I have a Intel 5i core and a 1660 for my graphics card. Here's the thing, right? The game runs decently on my computer. What it doesn't do decently is stream well in combination while it's running. Like, it literally eats up all of my resources. Pumpkin? No, pumpkin is a vegetable, last time I checked. It's like a type of squash. Did I test the benchmark? What do you mean by test the benchmark? I'm not familiar with it. I definitely had it on the lowest possible settings. And it was still running like crap and eating up all my resources. So the current plan is to get a PS5 and stream it via my capture card, because that will actually it will take up less resources on my computer, and then I don't have to focus on upgrading my computer or anything crazy like that. So that's where we're at right now, which I'm more than okay with doing. Did I fight the chain whip guy? The chain whip guy. I'm pretty sure we fought all of them, if memory serves correctly. The flagship was available. Oh, was it? Maybe not then. We fought the Thunder Dragon again. Except, you know, it was more than 3 polygons, which is kind of cool. So, you know, do what you will with that information. We could actually make out details. Oh, can this overhead swing hit something? Nope, okay. Up, here comes the attack. Yeah, everything was not origami. My A button literally got stuck. All right, this is the wrong controller to be using today. We got to swap controllers after this hunt. Trying to get in here to use. Oh my God! See, that was it. That you know, I ran around in circles doing my best to make sure that exact situation didn't happen, and then that exact situation happened. Can you believe that? Spent so much time being extra careful and diligent to actually get to hit the monster with Ripper Shield, and instead he just kind of staggered his way out as soon as I hit the button. I swear, I'm cursed. Every time I try to use Ripper Shield, that's exactly what happens. Just like the tiniest little, like, oop, I got hit a little too hard, and the monster just takes a nice step away from me. Come here, you. God damn. This is why Devil Joe is not ranked higher on the tier list. This chicken-legged ass monster is impossible to hit, I swear. And if somebody comes in here and says, well, just use overhead slashes. It's long. All it has to do is turn sideways and it dodges 90% of my moves. Cool. All right, don't die to nonsense. All right, everyone's got the defense down. It's not a good time. And it's just gonna stay on me, I guess. The game just wants me to stay nice and poisoned. Oh, Nightbot. Meet the Boy's not here. Although, if you guys haven't followed Meet the Boy, you probably should. Another Monster Hunter streamer. Super cool guy. We play games with him on Fridays. I'd usually give him a shout out, but if when he pops in, I'll shout him out. But Nightbot decided that it would be a good idea to shout him out for me. Damn A button. Just keep moving. Ah. I couldn't get my A button up. I was going to guard point that. Ah. No! I thought for sure I had gotten at least the charge off. There we go. Not bad at all. All right, where's my other controller at? There it is. All right, I'm gonna get you plugged in so that way I can use you instead. Oh, was that a regular gem? Yeah, give me a second here. Change grip order. Perfect. That's right. A nice, quick, easy fix. But yeah, no. Today's fruit is mangoes. I have 2 mangoes. And the answer is no, I will not eat the pit. That was never a question to begin with. Hot take, Joe should have gotten a deviant instead of the bears, crabs, and Tetsu. I don't know about instead of. But I certainly do want to see a deviant version of him. If that makes sense. Because I like the crabs, I like the bears, and I do like Tetsu. Although Tetsu is kind of forgettable. I like quite literally, I forget that Tetsu has a deviant in this game, like 30, 40, 50, 70% of the time. The only EX I need left are the worst ones. Let me take a little guess there then. I'm going to guess Bolt Reaver, Crystal Beard, and what is it, Bloodbath? I'm going to guess that those are the 3 that you're missing. It is your turn to post, by the way, Jack the Mac. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Red Helm, Lagombai, Hermitor, Tetsu, and Gamma. Oh, well, those are perfectly manageable. We got those. Piece of cake. A pizza ogeshi, if you will. I quite like fighting all of those, actually. Just boring. I don't know. I like them. I think they're fun. I'm in the mood for some Gunlance today. Unless, like, by the worst ones, you mean, like, you know, hunt without fainting. Although, I don't mind that one too much. The ones that really terrify me is the capture quest with no... You can't bring anything with you. Those are pretty miserable. How do you survive 5 days in a row of work? Well, for one, I don't like to bring my work home with me. Both either mentally or physically. So that means, like, look, if there are things that I need at work, they stay at work. Only exception to that is, like, my key. And the other thing is when I clock out, I mean, I clock out. I really don't try to think about work when I get home, and I kind of just leave everything there. And I think that's really important to have a separation of work versus life. A lot of people feel like they have to live to work, and I'm a strong believer in having hobbies that don't have to do with your work. I love making coffee, for the record, and I love cooking. But that being said, I am not going to come to your house and be your personal barista. You know what I mean? And sometimes, like, I get burnt out from socializing, so I take a break from people. And then I hang out here and, you know, stream for you guys and stuff like that. But, like, You know, it's important to just have that separation of life and work. And, you know, once you have that going, it makes tolerating the 5 workday shift a lot better. Also, enjoy your weekends. Like, actually spend your time, like, you know, relaxing and recuperating, so that way by the time Monday rolls around, you'll feel better. Also, if any of you do pay too much attention to the cam, yes, I do eat the skin of the mango. No, don't judge me for it. I've been eating mango skin my whole life, and it is perfectly okay. This is not where the monster spawns. Does it spawn up? I feel like I might be stupid. You have to watch Duncan training videos off work. I mean, fair, but like the second you're done with that, then you're done with that. You know? You bought the mango, might as well eat the whole thing. Well, I'm not going to eat the pit. Although I have heard that you can do really fun things with the pit. So maybe I'll see if I can find any mango pit recipes. Eat the pit. No. That's like asking me to eat a rock. I'm not eating a rock. Also, may or may not be poisonous. A lot of seeds and pits contain things that are quite dangerous. Like, you know, apple seeds containing cyanide. Which, of course, obviously, there's never enough of that you're going to eat that it's going to kill you. But still, doesn't mean I should not avoid it. But the minerals, they're not rocks, though. It's like mostly fiber. Your body can't even digest fiber. Fiber helps you use the bathroom. Yeah, because again, your body can't digest it. So what does it do with the fiber? It literally just, like, spits it back out in a different direction. Maybe not your body. Fair. You know what? If you like the pit, go ahead. I'm not judging you if you eat the pit. I'm just saying I won't be doing so. I'm already eating the skin. I think that's more than enough for most people in regards to mangoes. Woo! We did that for fun, not for efficiency. I just felt like, you know, flying across the arena with gun lance. I am so sorry, so nutty. Wow. Take a step this away, go for an overhead. Amazing. Hey, look at that. People are barrel bombing. It's happening, guys. Amazing. Fucking love it. I love to see it. Very important. What a lost art. It really has been lost to time. You know I'm going to be doing it in Rise. I will have a set. It will put things to sleep, and we are going to bomb the shit out of every monster in that game. Damn you, Rise. What do you mean, damn you, Rise? That was one of the first things we did when the first beta came out. It was one of the few things that we managed to be able to do. So much healing is happening. I am so appreciative. Nice. Everyone hit the frog. Kaboom. Oh my god, he flew out of the air. It was so cool. Someone dropped him like a sack of potatoes. It's a lost art because of Rise and the increased usage of capping. Yeah, but like wait until you see the damage numbers. That's when it's gonna come back. I missed the initial hit. That sucks. I don't think I hit anyone with that. Gen Alpha doesn't know how to sleep bomb. We will teach them. We'll teach them the ways of Twitch and sleep bombing. Tell you what, that'll be like my first like essay YouTube video is sleep bombing and the perks of doing so. And then it's gonna get like 500,000 views. It's gonna be an informative essay, and it's gonna be half meme, half essay. It's gonna be great, and then everyone will be sleep bombing for like the next 10 years. We're gonna have 700 people all around running around in wilds using the sleep bomb tactic. It's all about advertising. If you can advertise it well enough, people are going to be inclined to do so. Sleep bombing is also how to play Charge Blade. Nobody knows how to play Charge Blade, though. So, you know, it'd probably get a ton of views because nobody understands the weapon. In fact, many don't even consider it a real weapon. Many consider it to be just a variant of Switch Axe. I bet you didn't know that. It basically is the same weapon, let's be honest. Both change forms, both use like file charge, both have like explosions built into them, both can do other things that are, I'm sure, kind of cool, but you know, who really knows? Hearsay. Nursilla's back in Wilds too, sleep weapons. Hell yeah, Nursilla's awesome. Was watching someone play Charge Blade and they kept using their files to charge their shield and never use guard point. Enraged. Wait, enraged delete wilds. I don't understand the final like 3 words of that sentence in the context. But yeah, no, that probably checks. I mean, I've met players that prefer to use it, keep it in Sword and Shield form, and only use like the red shield. But oh, furiously uninstalled. Aha. Why won't my blade charge? I don't get it. Although to be fair, right? Like the charge blade is like one of those weapons that is so weird and impossible to use. Also, Yuka, it is your turn to post. Like it feels bad sometimes. If you're learning the charge blade for the first time, it is a total nightmare. And I don't blame anybody who gets confused about it because honestly, there are so many mechanics on that thing that, you know, you would have to try and figure out to even do it half good. Oh my god, this capture card. I can't stand it. Why is it crapping out on me? You know, I thought that for sure. You hear that? Did everyone else hear that? All right, I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna see if this is something that's gonna work. So if my video and audio and everything cuts out for a second, it's because I'm fixing something. Give me a second here. Just trying to find this button. No, that's not it. Oh, maybe I can find this device and see if there are drivers I need to update. Devices, device manager. And then this would be a video, sound, and game controller. And this is the NZTX signal. Drivers. Update driver. Search automatically. No, I'm up to date. Okay. So everything is up to date on the driver itself. Alright, I'm going to do something crazy, which is I'm going to uninstall this, which means you guys are going to watch the capture card decide to shit itself for a second here. Also means I'm going to get to watch the capture card shit itself for a second here. Okay, well, it says that I would have to restart my computer. We're not going to do all that tonight. So, you know, we'll put up with its nonsense tonight. Hear that capture card? You get to live for another few hours. I'm trying to see if maybe Streamlabs needs an update, because that's where it's coming from. Execution postponed, right? Don't worry, it won't be public. It's going to be a private execution. Recordings, highlighter, App Store, overlays. No, okay. Capture card is thankfully not shitting itself. No, I was going to. I mean, the plan was to totally uninstall it from the computer, reinstall it, and hope that the drivers were just kind of slightly corrupted, and maybe that would fix it. But we'll find out. Again, I'll do this off of stream. Tonight, I'll probably restart my computer, and then I'll just plug it back in. It'll reinstall the drivers and make sure that it's working appropriately. Because I just got this capture card, man. You know, it's not like it's not like it's an old capture card. I've only owned it for 6 months. Now, my old capture card, that thing I owned for like 3 years, and it still like totally worked perfectly. Uh-oh. Mash, 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 mash. Ow. Damn. That was a lot of damage. Stay on the ground, stay on the ground, stay on the ground. I'm gonna take a nice long walk this way. Oh, nice. Someone's got my back. Ow. Come here, you. Go build a meter. Just would do a nice little walk in a circle. Nice. Oh, no mount. Fine. got hit by the tremor. Okay, get this online. Sick. Ah, big whiffs. Oh, it's so sad. You hate to see it. Ow! Ow. That was a little messed up, Rajang, don't you think? Oh, it's still messed up. Oh, come on, bug maneuver. Go online. Please. Don't get hit. Awesome. There we go. Get him, bug. Rajang being problematic as always. What's new? Delicious. Well, who knows? Maybe me threatening my capture card to, like, me being like, yeah, I'm just gonna shut it down entirely. Maybe that scared it into working properly. Again, I also think that there's a possibility it could just be the cable that I'm using. If, like, you know, if there's too much resistance on the cable and it's just not getting enough power or something like that, that's a very real possibility. I do know I have a couple. Well, no, it's a USB-C. Oh, God, I wish it was just a plain USB to USB cable, because I have so many really good USB cables. Oh, that's right. It is Great Mako time. Thank you, Floof, for the wonderful reminder. What do we want to fight Great Mako with, though? That is the question, right? You know, it'd be fun. Well, it's a tiny monster, right? So, yeah. You know what? Let's take the Great Mako for a ride. This will be the perfect weapon to run into it. We'll have a good time. Woo! I want there to be a woo right there, you know? So, G rank, it's probably a G1 quest, right? Oh no, it's not a G1? Okay, I'm down for G2 Great Mako. Let's go, get promoted. There's one. Is there a Hyper Great Mako? A hyper version of it would be great. Maybe there's an event version. Event Great Mako. Come on. I believe in you. You exist, right? Damn. Okay. Fine. Very well. G2 Great Mako is what we'll be doing. Where is it at? There was a duo quest. There it is. I think this is the hardest I've ever seen Babotosh. No event flagship? Boo, indeed. Boo, indeed. Can we fight Greater Mako? The greatest Mako? The unstoppable Mako? The Great Macau? This is going to be a good time. I'm so excited. Oh, someone's already seen the Volvodon. That's right. It likes to spawn in the cave. Where the hell am I? Okay, yes, I figured it out. Haha. I've reoriented myself. I only had to walk in 6 circles to figure it out, but now I know where I'm at and what map I'm on. Actually, I very quickly figured out what map I was on. What I failed to do was figure out what was going on. Like, where in the room I was. Ah, here we are. Good old Volvodon. The power of the aerial bow. It compels me. I'm going to shut you down real quick. Renopolos just coming in out of nowhere. Ruining someone's day. Yuka, please don't kill Great Mako before we get to hang out with it. I would be so sad. Let me jump up on you. All right, go down, you. All right. I don't care about carves here. I just want to go see the Great Mako, the best monster in Monster Hunter. The S double plus tier, god tiered monster. It's all anybody ever cared about, and it's all anyone ever should care about. Best theme in the game. Everyone knocks it because it's some tiny little monster. Highly biased of you? Hell yeah, it is. It's awesome. Here it comes. The music. The beautiful, beautiful music. I want to ride the Great Mako. No, we didn't get to enjoy it. Aww. All we wanted to do was enjoy Great Mako. I just wanted to ride the Mako. The hills are not alive with music, indeed. It's so sad. Perhaps we're due for a stream where we just listen to the Great Mako theme for 3 hours straight. That might be what it needs to happen. We'll fight every monster in the game. Come here, you. Yes. To which someone might respond, what kind of lunatic would listen to the Great Mako theme for 3 hours? And it's me. I did it last year on April 1st. A stream where there's a microscopic Macau, which increases in size along with its music and volume. Yes, one of those, please. Actually, I'll take 2. I would like as many of those as possible. No, this ain't right. Yeah, this is more like it. Ooh, T-Rex. This'll be a good time. Usually I really hate fighting against T-Rex, but, you know, the nice, with the nice Blade Master set, I've found the fight far more agreeable. For context, this monster to fight with heavy bowgun is awful. In case you were curious. So for a very long time, this was probably one of my least favorite monsters to fight in the game. Oh my god, I just keep trying to jump. There we go. Double bonk. Ah, no knockover. Dang. I thought for sure that was going to be it. Rocks! Come here, you. Ah, another whiff. There we go. Another big bonk. I expect that this will be the bonk to bonk. Yeah, there we go. And we'll come in for a very, very quick little mount here. Followed up by a fun little paralysis. Yep. That's a lot of people attacking the head. Let me see if I can just sneak my way into here without... Oh, what? The big hit missed? That's so sad. Oh, and then I got knocked over on landing. Ah, just a little too close. Not bad. Not bad at all. Well, I didn't feel entirely useless. I got a mount. The original goal of this set was to set up for mounts, paralysis, and KOs. Hard to fight with heavy bowgun. It is if he's targeting you nonstop, okay? Just because we pulled all the aggro doesn't mean that it's not a hard monster to fight with heavy bowgun. Do I allow hacked quests? Could you get someone to make a great Mako that rivals Bloodbath? I mean, we probably could, but like it would require, how would I describe it? I would say like, I don't know. I don't mind hacked quests as long as the rewards are non-existent or reasonable. But for the most part, I prefer vanilla game, if that makes sense. I think like too much modding just isn't very fun for me at a certain point. You know what I mean? So that's kind of my thoughts on it. It was almost a cool talisman. It was if the status or the hearing was slightly higher, I would have been way more down for that. Tigrex is a monster, gets weaker with breaks, so if you go ham on him early, then he becomes easier. I mean, yeah, no, exactly. And we got some we got some really serious damage in regards to like destructive power. The hammer is really good at breaking things. The longsword really scales in damage quite quickly. Charge blade obviously is charge blade. As much as I don't want to admit it. But it is. I think the thing is like a lot of the weapons that I like to use long-term scaling, if that makes sense. Did I say charge blade? Sorry, what weapon? Fine, we'll play charge blade. Honestly, our charge blade is actually pretty good to run into this. Looking good, Joker. And there's a part of me that's tempted to get like some sound paneling for this room, because it is very echoey. And if I could like put that up, either tile the ceiling with it or something of that nature, I think that would be the move. What are we fighting? It's a Tigrex and something else, and they're both weak to water, which means that they're fire. Because it's a Gravios and a Tetsukabra. That's what it is. Not a Gravios. Or what did I say before? I said something weird. It's a Tetsukabra and a Gravios, both, and so this is the set that we're going to use. There's a hair. Why is there a hair on my mango? It's the kind of thing I'd expect from a peach, but not a mango. Sorry, listening for noises. My roommates have finally moved in. I was here for a little while, for like a week before they moved in. And so now I'm kind of getting used to the sounds of footsteps around the house. So, getting a little used to that. Can your roommate join stream? Maybe one day. I would be down to... So they play a lot of Phasmophobia. So it's very possible that I could do a Phasmophobia stream, and we can all hunt ghosts together. Other potential things is like I could move my capture card into a different room and then like stream off my laptop, and that's always a potential. So like if we ever wanted to do like a Mario Party night or something like that, we could stream Mario Party off of there, like off the couch, and just like run the stream there, if that makes sense. So like that's also a possibility. I'm so glad he didn't fall backwards on me. Ow. Well, my plan was to try and block that, but oh well. Where's he at? There we go, 2 strong hits. You'd love to live with Pog roommates. They're pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very excited to have them as roommates. And actually, one of them is very interested in Wilds when that comes out, so there's a good chance that you might meet one of them when we start playing Wilds together. Do they know that you're a #1 streamer? They know that I stream. I don't think they are aware of the community. I don't think I've ever seen them here on the stream, if that makes sense. We haven't met them in chat yet. But perhaps one day we will. We're just gonna send this. I think, oh my god, no, I whiffed. Oh, it was such a big waste. Well, at least I had the timing right, you know? Like, if I had hit him with the sand, I think he would have died. But, oh well. They're gonna have questions. What if they pop into the chat? I doubt it. I'm not too much different on stream than I am in real life. It's just like in real life, I maybe like slightly diluted, depending on the context. Why are you raising a cult online? This is not a cult, and that was exactly what I will say to them. It is not a cult. This is just, you know, regular human being doing human thing. Ah. Ow. Thought for sure I was gonna block that. Then why haven't I drunk the tea? What do you mean what do you mean? I have never once encouraged anybody to drink the metaphorical tea. At least I'm assuming it's metaphorical. I've never given any of you physical tea. The tea ain't even that good. It's like my favorite tea, but it's that doesn't mean much. We're running out of the really nice tea, so now I'm back down to my like regular fun tea. And by fun tea, I mean like I like it. That wing is mine. Oh, it whiffed. What do you mean? That's crazy. That's the way the hitbox affected me. So for context, what happened right there is the reason why I got hit is, you know, obviously insert skill issue. But so I was facing towards the monster, right? But I got hit by the reverse, like, hitbox on him. Like, I got hit by the hitbox that exists behind him, going in the opposite direction. So I would have had to been facing the opposite direction because the hitbox went this way, and my character was facing this way, despite the fact that the monster was still in front of me here. If I had been turned around, I would have been fine. But that would have required me to face away from the monster. It's crazy how the physics in this game work sometimes. Silly physics. This is it. No, that was it. We were gonna send it. Aw. It went two appropriately well-timed sads, and I just totally whiffed both of them. The timing is right. The execution was wrong. Does that make you sad? It does. So the reason why I call them SADs is because the acronym A looks like sad. If you were to actually to pronounce it, the acronym. I am sad without the E. No, I include it. That's why I say sad instead of sad. Also, but like apparently the damage is not great, which also makes me sad. So the damage isn't good. It's if you whiff it, it feels bad. And like, yeah, it feels bad if you land it, whiff it, or like accidentally use it because it just eats all your resources. So it's kind of like the perfect acronym for how it makes everyone in this game feel, which is why I try and optimize the usage of it. But obviously, as you can tell, even with pretty good usage, exactly, it's just not very good, much like the Charge Blade as a whole. Damage is not great. Is less than haha Spiny X go boom. How very true. And again, there are ways to use it optimally. Like if you're running out of red shield, might as well use it, right? Because it is going to be maximum damage while the red shield is off. Head out. All right. See ya. So nutty. It has been a pleasure getting to hunt with you, Jack the Mech. If anybody would like to jump in, we have a spot now available. So feel free to. But yeah, no, like I was saying, it's one of those things where it's like, it's so like optimizing it is really fun because, you know, might as well go for it if you can. But yeah, overall, it's not like something that should be gone for every single time. It's not like for you. You know, that I think that's the point I'm trying to get at. Apparently for you, it was like insane and broken. Okay, Yuka, it is your turn to post. I have so many stones from cultivating might seeds. Oh, from cultivating might seeds. I see. One word. Yes. So many stones. Yeah, at this point, I don't even pick them up. Because if I needed them, I would just grab them, but 90% of the time I don't. The red shield elemental discharge is Ustedes. Ultra amped elemental discharge. Oh, I see. Elemental. I see. The one where you do the cancel the Ustedes is sad. Okay, I see. So they're mixed up. Damn, what a shame. What a sham. Yo, Swordmatzer, how's it going? If you want to jump in, we have a spot available right now. If not, though, we can leave it up to the randos. How are you doing today? Sham wow. Well, regardless. Okay, good to know. We'll keep calling it. Well, you know what? Ustedes also works because with it, it gets everyone involved. We have randos? What do you mean we have randos? We've always had randos here. People just jump in and do stuff. Doing all right. My lip hurts from the jazz gig. How am I? I'm doing pretty good. You've inspired me to pick up my trombone again. I've been playing recently. Oh, come on. Lao, fine. We'll fight Lao. I'm going to make that channel point reward worth more. It cannot be this spammable. I think it's like it's stupidly cheap. Trombone. Ew. But it's so much fun. I thought you played trombone. Goated instrument for real. Yo, the Gentleman Crow. How's it going? It's been a hot minute. How are you doing today? Boo. Why are we out here booing the trombone? It's such a cool instrument. Everyone likes a good sack butt. No, I fucked it up. I hustled here as quickly as I could. I thought for sure I blocked one of them off. Oh well. Now we get to fight two at once. It's going to be a good time. You were good having spaghetti? Oh, that sounds great. I'm eating a mango. Can I wait for these randos to pop in stream and be like, wow, that was fucking awesome. Thanks, Babo, for showing me the way. Oh my god. No. No. Lao is a terrible and miserable fight, and it should never have been in this game. I do not understand the obsession with Lao. Just like Gravios. No, Gravios is goated. This should stay in the game forever. Monster Hunter without Gravios. Can we really even call it Monster Hunter? It feels wrong. And hey, music is really good for you. The brain when you play is crazy. That's what I've heard, actually, yeah. The brain lights up like a firework when you play music. I mean, there's a lot of things that go into it, you know? There's a lot of, I don't know, music kind of contains a little bit of everything in many regards. So, like, you know, in terms of, like, the counting aspect and figuring out what it is that you're doing in terms of, you know, music and sound and things of that nature, it's very much so a, you know, it's very counting oriented. It's keeping track of where you are and things of that nature. It's very, very dative at moments. But then also the creative aspect of it is also insane. You know, obviously that should not be neglected either. Oh my god. That stagger, I think, saved my life. We can call it a good game. I'm alive. I got one. Naturally, I want health. Don't die to fire damage. That'd be crazy. Oh my god. My spacing is impeccable. Cannot be stopped. I love the more creative aspect. Went from jazz last night to practicing Mozart today. Oh yeah, no, that's super cool. And it's like an entirely different kind of like mindset when you go from one kind, like, especially from like classical to, or jazz to classical music. Because like, when you're playing classical music, the things that you are allowed to have creative liberty with are different than the things that you usually would have creative liberty in something like jazz, you know? There's a level of both are like a way of kind of expressiveness, but in like a classical setting, it's like figuring out how to fit in and blend tone and things of that nature, while in jazz, it's like, how do I create the noise that I want to hear? You know what I mean? I don't know. Oh my god, I blocked it all. Not me watching my stamina slowly drain after every single hit. Thank you, Constitution. You saved my life there. In case you were wondering why this weapon is so good for this kind of thing. Woo! I'm assuming Cell is hanging out in chat if they found this lobby. Welcome. How are you doing today? I'm getting my shit rocked, by the way. Oh, never mind. They left. Like, so as somebody who was like a classically trained singer, right? One of the big things that I really like, I found in regards to like music was, when you're singing classically, a lot of where the creative aspect comes from when you're reading down sheet music, or singing sheet music, I should say. Because you obviously don't get to make up the words, you don't get to make up the notes 90% of the time. More like 97% of the time. There's a couple of exceptions for that, but yeah, I won't go into the details. But like things of that nature, I really found that you get a lot of creative processes when singing as being an actor. You know, figuring out how to sing something, whether it be like something that's happy or sad, or like, you know, something far more complex than just, you know, happy or sad. I'm a very strong believer in complex emotions when you're playing characters and things of that nature. They're going down. I'm taking you down with me. Oh, getting knocked out of the air. But yeah. Just that kind of stuff. Damn. I'm gonna stay down for a second here. Come here, you. I just like entertaining people with my playing and setting that funky groove when I play jazz. That's totally fair. Or when you jazz. No playing jazz, you just jazz. You are the jazz. Sorry, I just thought of something really funny in my head, and part of me was like, is this appropriate for Twitch? And now I'm just gonna say I don't care. My brain thought, you know, it's a funny, you know, it'd be funny a phrase is just calling like turning jazz into a verb, like when I jazz, and then I immediately thought to myself, like after reading that, like I'm just gonna jazz all over the place, and it sounds so fucking bad. And I really amused myself in my head when I said this phrase to myself. But you know what? I stream. I'm allowed to say whatever I want. For the most part. It's an 18+ stream. People know what they got into here. Try again, capture card. Try again. When the funny is achieved. Oh man. You know, and we live here for the funny moments, let's be honest. The capture card is jazzing. It needs to stop. Oh my god, I screwed up that. Oh, I failed this mount, don't I? Come on, someone poke the monster for me. No! The roar was longer than I thought it was. Oh, it's so sad. Someone give me a boost. Give me another boost. Oh, I totally reset my weapon in a funny way. Streamer failed. Classic. It's hard to be good at video games when you stream. You know, it's like you got too many things. Life is just another bit to commit to. Oh my god, how very true. With that mindset, you could be an excellent streamer, Swordmatzer. With that unrivaled confidence. That's all life is. I don't know. I like to think of life as like being more serious than bits, but like being able to commit to the bit is a very strong skill. I'm a man who commits to the bit. That's right. They pay me a commission to commit to the bit. I'm gonna let you all in on a little secret. Me hating Lao is a bit. No, I'm kidding. I actually do despise that monster, but it would be funny if I could actually pretend to like it enough so people made me stop posting it. Free money for committing to bits. Peak. No money is free. I spend way more money on fruit than I do on actually getting money on stream. I do not get paid to be here. I actually spend a lot of money to be here. But oh well. Also, Ray Kinchi, how's it going? How are you doing today? It took me a second to recognize that you were not Swordmaster because your guys' your names are the same color on my stream. Or in my chat. It threw me off. LMAO. Show these randos what's up. I'm pretty sure Yuka is in the chat. Oh my god, Silver Lake Zero with the raid. Hello, how are you doing today? Thank you so much for the raid. You caught me in a moment of eating a mango. But let me give you a quick shout out while I figure out a place to put everything. How is your stream? Let me give you a quick... Oh my god, it's over, Macho Grande. I haven't seen you in a while. Lake Zero. There we go. If you guys haven't followed Silver Lake, go do that. I'm going to do that right now if I haven't already. What? The content is unavailable. That can't be right. Capture card is shitting itself. Classic. Did I misspell? Oh, I misspelled Silver Lake. That's what happened. Let me try that again. Silver Lake Zero. We're hunting monsters left and right now. There we go. Use the second link. I'm going to drop them a follow. There we go. Followed. Perfect. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? I'm assuming you're playing GU if you're finding me to raid. Also, welcome Zach, 234 or 230. How are you doing today? Nikki is here. Welcome, Nikki. Who posted last? That was Yuka. So now it's my turn to post, and it's going to be miserable. Got some arts unlocked. Got my Seragios gem, some cool clips. Overall, everything went well. Hell yeah. That's super awesome to hear. Fully buffed, double-layered Giga Barrel Bombay. That's hilarious. Welcome, Ghastly Ectoplasm. How is everyone from Silver Lake's chat doing today? It is a pleasure to have you all here. I hope, my name is Babotosh. I stream GU pretty regularly. I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown. But, you know, I also like to play other games. We're playing Shovel Knight. I play other things every once in a while. You're going to hop in when there's an open spot? Sounds good. Yeah, and I do a lot of really stupid, silly stuff. So, you know, if you're enjoying that kind of content, welcome. I don't really play this game seriously these days. It's pretty simple. Or if not, I'll just vibe. I'll let you know as soon as the spot opens up, Swordmaster. It's always like a matter of if a spot opens up more so than, you know, being like, no, you can't join. You do some stupid stuff too? Hell yeah, as we should. Gamers unite. Oh dear God. It's the nice thing about GU. It's not as sweaty as Gen 5 Monster Hunter. I mean, even like the newer gens, I don't know. Monster Hunter to me just isn't supposed to be a sweaty game. You create some skills, you do some stupid, silly things, and you know it works out. And sometimes if you know, lean into it hard enough, you're just as effective being silly as you are being serious. I sweat everywhere, and yet it's chill as hell. Well, that's just it. Like, okay, here's the thing. If you wanted to, like, sweat in Monster Hunter, get a group of friends who all want to sweat together, and you guys can go to the sauna or whatever, you know, and hang out in the steam room and get all sweaty and have a good time doing that. But, like, if you're going into rando lobbies and trying to get other people to sweat with you, that's not the move. Jew can be so sweaty with advanced hypers and deviants, though. I mean, sure. But that's why we do one redos in this lobby. So that way, if we fail a quest, then we can just try again, and it's a good time. If I triple cart, then, you know, I learned something today, and I don't have to do that again. Get moist, have a good time. Don't force other people to get moist with you. Yeah, exactly. Of course, there's a time and a place, always. I won't deny the time and the place bit. But yeah, no, yeah. This is so jazzed. Why the jazz are we fighting Jazz and Lao? What a waste of jazzing time. You know, I ask myself this every single time I fight this monster. I love World, but I've had people who berate me for not using full meta. Honestly, if that happened to me, I would just leave the lobby. You know what? There are plenty of people who don't want to take the game seriously and can have just fun. Let me use my Lance tank build. Fun. Just do it. No reason not to, right? I'm gonna put down some barrel bombs. Look how fast I set those up. Pro item usage. The only person who's allowed to sweat is Lucy. You're right. Lucy gets a pass. For those of you who are, let me provide some context about the Lucy thing. There was a time when I was doing a series of streams called the Monster Hunter GU like check-in, like mental health. It was a mental health stream, and it only existed to basically check in on like the random lobbies and make sure people were still playing nice with each other. And so, you know, we spent a couple of days, you know, at most I'd take an hour and like hang out in a lobby for an hour, just playing and like not telling people that I was streaming the game. Because usually we do this and everyone in chat is super nice. If there's like a real asshole in chat, then I can just kick and ban them, but that almost never happens. Mostly because I think we scare the assholes off. But like I was saying, the hilarious thing that ended up happening was, oh my god, capture card is eating shit as always. I have to fix that by next stream. Anyway, there was one lobby I jumped in, and I think my set just wasn't good enough because the person who was in control of the lobby was named Lucy, and they kicked me immediately, like the second I joined, and I was like, yep, I guess I'm just not good enough to play with Lucy. It was the only person that kicked me on site. It was very funny. For the record, we were just talking about jazz a minute ago and how fun music is. I'm on a quest to make every single weapon in the game ever. Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome. And yes, let me, we can hug the dog here in just a minute. Give a dog hug. Come here, dog. It's loud. We got time. Big squeeze for the dog. Capture card tweaking. Always, as always. If you hear it go like that means it's like doing its best to catch up, and what ended up happening is oh, let me drop down here. But yeah, currently on the serrated jaw. Very, very cool. We all love Lao. We is a strong statement. I despise this monster, but you know, we're here. We do it. We is a strong word. I'll hitch a ride. I do unironically love these little siege hunts. You know, it's easy to love them when you're not doing them all the time. I feel like I fight Lao every single stream. It's peak. It's a lot. They're silly and slow, but there's something grand and ceremonial about them. You know, here you are not in the minority. You are in the majority. I think I might be the only person in my chat who dislikes fighting Lao. Don't let his lies deceive you. I know he exclusively fights Lao outside of the streams. Alright, I brought the cannons with me. We can go back. Sorry, just looking for something. I can understand it, the hate. It takes forever. It does take forever. It's slow. It's tedious. There are faster ways to do it. If I was busy countering staggers, then, you know, we could almost be done by now. Realistically. Oh, okay. I guess no one's here to fire the cannon. That's fine. There's also an HP gate before the final zone. Yeah, exactly. So, like, if I've heard that if you count 6 staggers, then you can just, like, literally walk out of the area, go to area 2, and just wait for him to show up. It's a good time. I actually do not mind having moments of just, like, not paying attention to the game and just kind of, like, hanging out with chat. Those are nice in the context of, like, a stream. Lao killed my grandma. And you see, and yet you still have love for Lao. I don't know if that speaks more about Lao or more about your grandma. Elemental Dragon Charge Blade with the Velastrix one. Can't stay mad at Lao. Dolamander, my beloved. I like Dolamander, though. To be fair, though, I only fought Dolamander like 2 or 3 times ever. So, it's pretty minimal. The last time I fought Lao, the streamer talked about the GDP of the Dominican Republic. That's hilarious. You skipped for you and shouldn't have because I so want to fight Dala. It's, yeah. I mean, it's honestly, if the game ever gets remade, it is 100% worth picking up. For You is your favorite. That was the first Monster Hunter game I ever played. And man, it was such a good time. With loud noises in the background. Yes. Indeed. Tall snake that can put Jorm, the Norse mythology, to shame. Indeed. Floof's got the tech. Green light it, I'll stand on the committee. The Lao Shenglong ass podcast. Actually, you know what? That'd be hella dope. What if we turned the stream into a podcast and it was literally just 3 hours of fighting Lao while talking about, you know, other things that are completely not Monster Hunter related? No focus, just like kind of playing the game. Although to be fair, that's kind of what I like Monster Hunter for already. Like, I feel like I very rarely have to focus on this game and, like, actually play it. In fact, I find that I play better when I'm not focusing so hard on the game. Maybe that's why those EX hunts were such a problem once upon a time. I was too focused on beating EX monsters rather than just, like, mindlessly hitting buttons. So Lao is everything that you love about Monster Hunter? No, because Lao is extra boring. I can already do that with 90% of the monsters in this game and not have to think about actually fighting them. Lao is like that, but even slower. I don't need it to be any slower. I'm perfectly happy with Rajang bouncing off the walls and me going like, eh. Sure, I guess. Still looking for a thing. Surely it will turn up, right? I'm always locked out because I've played this series for 15 years. Yep, that's the way it goes. Politics time. Will America's GDP go way down in the next 4 years? That's a good question. Probably, to be perfectly honest. I don't know. I don't, what is, GDP stands for what? I don't really, it's a gamble. I don't follow the politics in regards to, like, or the economics in regards to the U.S. I do think that, you know, the idea of rent going down is probably very unlikely. I think the idea of groceries getting cheaper is very unlikely, because the way that those are currently being regulated is out of control. Things of that nature, I'm pretty confident in saying that'll stay the same for the most part. Can you find my self-esteem while you're searching? Will do. Gross domestic product. Okay, that's a good question. You know, if we really do bully out other countries from, you know, trading with tax increases, if that does happen, I don't know if it will, because there are too many rich people with assets overseas to really, you know, to I think warrant them being willing to part with that kind of stuff. But yeah. Capture card. Do better. Ah, there we go. Found the thing. Okay. But yeah, I definitely don't, I don't know. I don't see the US necessarily producing more at this moment in time. You know, I'll fire some cannonballs off. Why not? These are my personal cannonballs. Ow. No, why are you so mean? I think Trump is doing tariffs to make his ego bigger. I think he stopped doing tariffs. It's hard to say. I don't know. I doubt it. Again, I legitimately don't think that the tariffs are going to last. Rock be upon ye, indeed. Also, for the record, the self-esteem. Love yourself. Especially you. As a musician, absolutely love yourself. This is coming from one musician to another, which is to say that you are much better at what you do than you think you are. And that is very important for you to try and recognize. There are a lot of musicians who have quite the ego, but if you find yourself constantly putting yourself down, then you're probably in the other group of lack of ego. Random question. If you can think of them, top 10 hunter arts. Ooh, that's a tricky one. So let's see. Musician 2, what's everyone's favorite type of music? I listen to a lot of prog and psychedelic rock, for those who don't know. Personally, that's kind of my jam. But jazz is sick. I grew up listening to jazz. I love gospel. I don't know. I do love a little bit of everything, but I do primarily focus on psychedelic rock and prog. And alt rock, I guess. Frank Zappa's my favorite artist, for context. Classical and metal fan. Very cool. For the record, okay. So a little bit of backstory for Babo. I went to school for music. I studied voice performance, which is primarily opera studies, for those of you who are curious. So I studied opera for 5 years in college. I practice on my off time. I do musical theater these days. And yeah, I played a handful of instruments during a whole bunch of things. So Shigeru Saga... Sagisu, Metallica, and Pantera. Very cool. But yes, top 10 hunting arts. I can give you like top 3. So as a heavy bowgun main, I absolutely love Supernova level 3. I think Supernova is super fun. I can give you like my best ones for each individual weapon, but it's like not top 10 in terms of like actual usage, but rather a top 10 in terms of like what my favorites are. Sword and Shield, it's Chaos Oil every time. Chaos Oil is just too much fun to pass up. For Longsword, Critical Juncture. No, actually, Sakura Slash is probably my favorite. Longsword. Gunlance, it's got to be Blast Dash. For Hunting Horn, it's got to be Euphonium. The one that plays all the melodies at once. For Lance, Enraged Shield. Enraged Guard is really good. Insect Glaive is definitely Insect... whatever. Insect Maneuver, I think is what it's called, or Bug Maneuver. Hammer... Oh, that's a good question. Hammer's hard. I like the one that spins a lot. I think there's two of those. The one that requires the A press that I keep forgetting to turn on. Am I waiting my turn to use the ballista? Yes, I am. I'm trying to think if there's any others I've missed. Charge Blade isn't a real weapon. Switch Axe, also not a real weapon. Light Bowgun, it's got to be the bullet thing that like loads all your ammos at once. That's super cool. For bow, actually for bow, I'm gonna pick the one that works for all three of the bow guns, which is the one that boosts charging time and movement speed. That one is just too good to pass up. I think that's pretty much it. Dual Blades. Oh, yeah, no. Spiral Slash is my favorite. Wolf's Maw is arguably better, though. Although, I actually really love the one where you run off a ledge and do an aerial attack. I think that one's my favorite aesthetically. It's so stupid. I'm going to run that from now on. Even if there aren't ledges. I'm going to find a use. A random-ass use case for them. Nope, that's not it. There we go. We'll just launch some fireballs off here. Be a good time. Get a couple of headshots in. I'm trying to think if there's any other ones. If you really want my opinion on Charge Blade, it's the Ripper Shield. And for Switch Axe... actually, I don't know Switch Axe's specials all that well. Probably the one that gives you unlimited charge for, like, it doesn't take away the charge. That one's probably the best. What else am I missing? I think I've hit them all. Demon Riot? Yeah, probably Demon Riot. Mostly because it just keeps letting you do things. Double Kaboom. But yeah, I think that basically sums it up. So, not really a top 10, but one of every weapon type. But yeah, no, Pit Orchestra is super cool. I never actually got the chance to play in Pit Orchestra because, again, I'm an actor and singer primarily. So whenever I was, I would always volunteer. Here's the phrase I use. If I'm not in it, I would love to be in the pit or backstage or do lighting or like literally anything because I have experience in all of these things. And then I get cast. So, rip. Can we watch Lau perch the gate? Sure thing. Absolutely. Assuming Lau doesn't die first. The damage is quite real. Good soup and definitely in the group of low ego musicians. Doesn't help when I'm lead trombonist for the local musical. Again, you're probably better than you're giving yourself credit for, but that also doesn't mean that you should stop practicing. I'm a strong believer in the keep doing what you're doing because it's probably really good and working. All right, here comes the perch. We're hanging out here. Wait until both hands hit, right? That's the rule. Someone told me that once. Or once it lays hands upon the fortress wall. What an iconic scene we're watching here. The monster slowly stumbling forward. And then finally it does something interesting. One hand goes up, the other hand goes up. Ooh! And down it goes. Alright. It's done. It took us 20 minutes, but we beat Lao. A classic scenario. What's new? What else do we expect here? God, what a fantastic fight. Ugh, what a giant waste of time. Yes, Kai, what would you like to see me post next time? I should do it again? Dear God. Very well. But first, Floof, it is your turn to post next. I'm gonna need another cup of tea. Or whatever you want. I hate watching Lao. It's up to you. It's entirely your call. Baba, what's my least picked weapons? I'll pull them up. What do I enjoy, like, singing and stuff? You know, that's a great question. I mean, musical theater and opera. I like doing choral stuff. There's a couple of rock songs I love to do, but it's always something that's way too complicated for most people to run, if that makes sense. Like, I absolutely adore, again, Zappa is like my favorite musician. I would love to cover any of his works, but also, unless you're doing like the Mothers of Invention stuff, it's pretty rough to try and get someone interested in doing that stuff. What's my range? If this makes sense to you, it's A2 to about C5. Yeah. So I got about like 2 octaves and a third on a good day. Sometimes C5 doesn't hit, so it's generally about 2 octaves. Crit element up 5, crit up plus 5. Sadly, no slots, but that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Honestly, I would just run that in bass, bass or tenor clef. Ha. You mean treble? In bass or tenor. So if you the A on the bass staff, that's about as low as I can sing reasonably, and then all the way up to the not middle C, but the C above that. So. Right, my weapons. Ha. Yes, guild card. Check. There you are. All my weapons. There we go. That's a little bit easier to look at. Treble bleh. I've been having to transpose a lot of music recently. Always fun. Yeah, dual blade is my lowest. I almost never use it. Yeah, I know. Trombone players always play in tenor clef, which I don't like. I'm just like, bleh. I'd rather play in alto clef, honestly. But oh well. Yes, what would you like to see me play? We lost Nikki. Swordmatzer, get in here. You said that you wanted to jump in. A spot has just opened up. Bass is trombone. I mean, yes, bass is trombone. But so is tenor clef. Tenor clef is also quite common for trombone players in certain classical pieces. Like a lot of the solo stuff. Like if you do solo and ensemble, and put in, you know, whatever, that happens a lot. Is that you, Swordmatzer? I know your name is Hunter, but we've encountered double Hunters before. So I'm just double checking. Man. Oh, that's right. Guild style dual blades, right. Aerial slam, hell yeah, that's my favorite. And spiral slice. Sick. But yeah. So as a singer, right? It's really common for as a tenor specifically. It's very common for like any choral works. I sing in bass clef because that's accurate to exactly what pitches I'm singing. But when you do a lot of solo stuff, everything gets put into like basically pitched down an octave from treble clef, and you read it in treble clef. So, you know, if what's marked as middle C on a treble clef, that would be C3 for me, if that makes sense. Or, you know, it would be your low C on trombone, so sixth position C, if that makes sense. Man, my mouth really did not want to say the word sixth. There's too many sophisticates. Oh. Ow. Again, it's good to know both clefs, but by no means is it necessary. For if it's not a clef that you would usually need to sing in or whatever, usually you can get away with knowing just enough. But God, I mean, being fluent in music is so nice, and so being able to read all the clefs. Like, I'm still upset that I can't fluently like read alto clef and tenor clef. And I understand how they work in theory. It's just like, you know, making it second nature, that's the hard part. Wow, I just rolled through that. Wonderful. Ugh, man, it is hard to get guild style up and online. Why am I fighting this monster on my own like this? I should be out of here. Yeah, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm gonna go fight Gravios. I like that monster more anyway. Gravios, my beloved. Just don't get hit by like a run by, right? Zigzag. Make it impossible to hit me. Don't get hit by projectile bullshit. Hello, Gravios. How are you doing today? Are you faring well in the middle of the lava pool of which I cannot reach you? God damn it. Why are we playing dual blades? This is why I should be playing heavy bowgun, right? All right, let me out of this corner right here. I can't do shit. If you thought I was the one swinging, you were horribly mistaken. That was not me at all. That was just me getting hit over and over and over again. Good. I've maxed out my sharpness. There we go. That's some tech for those of you guys who haven't seen it before. Basically, hitting the monster as it goes down to fill up meter. It's something that you can do in fighting games. Highly recommend doing if you're fighting multiple monsters. Just like, you know, it's a free moment to hit the monster. Just build meter. Build up that special. Build up your demon gauge. Build up your charge blade files. So good. Is there a channel in the Discord for music and shit? Oh yeah, no, absolutely. There's a music Discord. Highly recommend checking it out. You can ask for Rex there and stuff like that. I've been listening to a group lately called Gong. It's my favorite album by them is their 1974 album. I'm trying to remember what it's actually called. Maybe it's called Now, if I remember correctly. But I've been wrong. I will admit to being wrong and continue being wrong. Ah. Ow. Hell yeah. Felt good. Oh, I did not dodge that well. Ow. Damn, it's really hard to use this set because it focuses on getting bubbly dance up in order to do evasion stuff. But every time I, and then just like kind of keep bubble dancing, guarding, keep building up sharpness with that. But it's been really hard to do that because every time I get hit by teammates, it just pops the bubbles and then suddenly I'm out of evasion and my dodges don't mean crap anymore. Or I'm just bad. That one too. And all these monsters are like big, but they're also chicken-footed. So it's really hard to not be close to other people if you want to actually hit. Oh god, I got hit by the meaty. Also, this set was made for Adept. Or not Adept, Valor style dual blades. Oh. God, this is awful. I'm sticking to things with a shield from now on. It's hard to pick my points. Whoop. Oofda. Oh, does he die over the fire? No, okay, he stumbled out of it. I have once killed a monster out of bounds so nobody could carve it. That was a very sad day, to be perfectly honest. I'm pretty sure it was a Cantor. A Cantor died in one of those lava pools on the whatever stage it is. Miserable time. Well, there we go. Dual blade usage has gone up by 1. Yep, perfect. Sounds good to me. To call. Sounds good. What am I doing here? There we go. No, wait. What the hell? No, that's not the right weapon. I'm looking for this one. I'd also like to thank Yuka for posting some of your key quests. Hell yeah. Let's go, Yuka. I think Yuka's also chilling in chat, so... Thank you, Yuka, and hopefully you understand what's going on here when Loof posts twice. Perfect. I'm gonna start my second pot of tea. Sick. This is part of the reason why I love like having randos join, but then also having them jump into like the Twitch. It's like super nice for communication purposes. As much as I love Monster Hunter and its ability to let us chat, the character limit and the speed at which most of the time you end up typing in is miserable. There is a really funny little trick that I like to do. It's called plug a keyboard in my Switch, and then I'll type on that, but, you know, not everyone has a spare keyboard laying around their house. I was going to say let alone one that's USB, but I honestly, I doubt most people will remember keyboards that didn't use USB cables. Because those did exist, and man, they were a giant pain in the ass. Mice, too. They were like these bizarre 14-pronged things. Miserable. Baba, that's called using a keyboard at my house. Or at, I don't know what MA, did I get that right? Is that the correct acronym? I don't know what AMH is. To be honest. That was a wild guess. Yeah, I remember playing a keyboard in my Switch for Monster Hunter 3 online. No, it's a good time. Definitely worth doing if you have it. Forgot to eat. Rip. I'm sure we'll be fine. Come on. Hit the monster. What do you mean these aren't hitting? Just wait a moment here. thrilling, isn't it? Ah, there we go. Oh, I had one more ballista left. It was counting down as I was shooting, not counting down as the cooldown went off. That's all right. We'll grab more ballista ammo later. Is this event? No, this is a key quest. So this is the basic one. The hub standard. Oh, they went up the other side. Lol. Not bad. Yo, Firebrand, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. I forgot that this is something I can actually do with this weapon. Ha! I forgot that you could do the melee attack in midair. That's actually pretty sick. Oh, that's right. I forgot to equip the right special. Lol. Woo, doing good. Got me a new Valor Velastrik Switch Axe and GU. It's already at max level. Hell yeah. That's super exciting. We're playing around with something kind of dumb right now. It's a good time. Nice. We did it! On to phase 3. I'll grab this shiny real quick. Since we got time. Bow is such a good melee weapon. Babo, Aerial, Unga Bunga Bow duo. No, it's a good time. I'm surprised at how well it's working out, honestly. There we go. Movement. Haste Raid. That was the special I was thinking of, by the way. It's one of my favorite bow specials. Oh my god, I've never seen the icon for this monster. How have I never seen this? Like in the top, like, left. When it goes into the mech mode, the icon changes, and it's crazy looking. Gotta fight Gravios in the Urgent Village quest? Hell yeah. Actually, what am I doing? I can just jump over these. Lol. Fuck that. I should have jumped over all of them to begin with. Give me that aerial boost. The airborne skill. Let me do more damage while floating in the air. Float like a butterfly, sting like a beaver. Look at me go. That's fine. Oh, it's just a little bit short. Can I get a mount here? What do you mean I couldn't jump on it? Yeah, there we go. Big damage. Phase 3 mount. Robert says this looks sick, but also when you have a moment, can you text us the Wi-Fi info? Oh my god. Yeah, let me... Holy shit. That's my bad. I can, I got Messenger up here and just the side. Let me... Yes, there you go. First one's passwords, or first one's the name, the second one's the password. You should have that now. Is that a roommate? That is. She also streams. You guys should give her a shout out. She doesn't stream often, but when she does. Or you guys should go give her a follow. She, last time I think we played Phasmophobia together. So if you like hunting ghosts and spooky games, she is worth checking out. Make sure I got the name down. Yeah, there we go. Everyone go give her a follow. Go give her a follow. We do drink tea. Also not a cult. Collect my things. No big shiny, unfortunately, but that's okay. We don't need more big shinies. We got like... I've already got 10 of them. Like, I can make every weapon in the game, and then I also have all the armor sets. It's completely useless. You're the best. I'm going to try and stream more. I'm excited. Especially the internet connection here is super stable. I don't think I've had internet cut out on me once while I'm streaming. So, it's looking promising for streaming future. Stream rise time? We'll have to test it. Then I can use the randomizer. You're completely right about that. Also, yeah, Yuka, it is your turn to post. Feel free to post whatever you would like. We have no limits here, as always. The style. Valor? Okay. I can play something Valor style. I have to think about what I want to play Valor style, but, you know, we can play something Valor style. Or alternatively, somebody can force me to play Valor whatever they want. Contrary to popular belief, I am not farming Autikal. There's no need. It's a piece of cake. Can't wait. We're booting up on the other side of the wall here. Hell yeah. That's right. We're gonna put our internet to the stress test right now by everyone jumping online at once. And if it sounds glitchy, that's my capture card. Just being terrible, as always. I'm gonna have to, again, reinstall it and hope that the plugins are gonna get fixed. And then after that, it's updating Streamlabs and making sure Streamlabs is running smoothly, because it's an audio issue, and changing out the USB cable. Those are the 3 things. If anybody forgets, bring the internet to its knees. That's right. We don't need it anymore. The internet, we have confirmed the internet has done more harm than good. We should just get rid of it. All right. You know what? I'm feeling Valor Gunlance. I haven't played Valor Gunlance in ages. I feel like that would be a good time. And then I had a certain Gunlance I like to use. Was it the Authoritarian? Yep. No, that's not it. Fahrenheit. Yes. And then, of course, we need Blast Dash, because movement. Anime-ass music. I don't need Nessa. I say I hoard as an expert plus 10 charm. I mean, that's really all you need, right? Good charms. Who needs the best set in the game if we can just have like whatever we want? Yo, Jobby, be good. You're absolutely welcome. I'm assuming that's for the internet. That's the other roommate, by the way, guys. But absolutely appreciate you guys. So glad you are able to join us today. And, you know, obviously, very, very happy to be living with you. It's not a cult. I promise it's not a cult. It's all I can promise. Here's your red hat. No! Who started giving out red hats? Thank you for the follow. That actually means a lot. Thank you. Red's just my favorite color. We've joined cults before. We will go for it again. No. There is no leader. There is no cult. It's just a stupid man on the other end of a camera. Last quest for you, then you head to bed. Sounds good. I'm only going to be streaming up until 9 o'clock, so, you know, we've got less than an hour left, but that sounds totally fair. Playing Lance, time for the most extreme Oh my god. Oh my god, we got the secret spot. That means I can farm stuff. When the game giveth, you taketh. It's nothing more, nothing less. Yes. I love that music. It feels so good to hear. It's been ages since I found an ancient shard. Several streams of not getting to hear fun music. I can never get used to the fact that Gravios is freaking gigantic. It is awesome. If you want a small Gravios, just hunt Basurios. I mean, it's basically the same monster. Except not as cool, obviously, but, you know, whatever. That's fine. Doesn't have to be as cool. He can be his own thing. Walking, 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 walking. We're here. All right, and then, can I sneak into that? Maybe? Oh, yes, I can. Did it matter? Not really. Just don't get hit by that. Oh, I need to get that last Valor hit in. Ow. Amazing. Go in. Oh, and then we get stunned. No, I just wanted to swing. Get close and swing. There we go. There we go. Now's a good time to charge everything up. Oh, this set doesn't have whetstones. Interesting. What set did I equip? I thought I had whetstones on everything. I was unaware that there was something I owned that didn't have whetstones. That's so sad. I'm gonna be bouncing all over the place. Is what I would have said if I wasn't using gun lance. I don't actually have to use the the weapon. I can just keep swinging and exploding. What a fun weapon. Who needs to, you know, think about damage and sharpness or anything if you can just keep doing explosions? Why the devious backshots on you? I swear to God I was avoiding you this whole time. I'm so sorry. It's payback. No, I'm kidding. You just got here. I'm so sorry, though. I did not mean to poke you constantly. Strooper made sad. Made a viewer sad. Just kidding. I'm so sorry. Another pot of tea is finished and ready. Sit down and enjoy it. Nice and tasty. Oh, neat. That's also neat, actually. But it's not worth picking up, I think. Just kidding. I forget how much fun Valor Gun Lance is. It's like weirdly simplistic and terrible at the same time. All right, if anybody wants to jump in, a spot has just opened up. So yeah, feel free to steal that 4th spot. I do believe it is... Oh, that's right. I have to post something, right? Am I posting Lao again? Someone said it was up to me, but I don't know. I feel like I should post something crazy, right? Bet? All right, get in here, Ray Kinchi. Spot's yours. My choice. Post Mako again? I know, I really want to. I didn't get to mount the Mako. I want to mount the Mako. That's all I want. We didn't get to enjoy the music either. It was so disappointing. That's not you, Ray Kinchi, is it? You gotta remind me what your tag is. That's not me, but it's fine. No, you're hanging out in chat. You get in here. Also, it just dawned on me that the way that you pronounce that name was for sure. Like, for sure. But, you know, for sure. Not like fur chow is how I think I pronounced it. Took me a second, though, because that's not how you say that. Oh, that's right. There we are. That's Ray Shadow. I know who that is. God, how many times have I heard this song before? Several 100,000, it feels like. That can't be right. I probably haven't booted up this game several 100,000 times, but I've certainly booted it up enough to hear this song so many times. All right, I'm going straight for the Great Mako. That's all I want to do is ride the Mako and jam out to some good tunes. Jazzing even. That's right. Just don't jazz all over the place, all right? Oh wait, this is the secret spot. You gotta farm the secret spot. You get to listen to the cool thing if you get a time word, the ancient shard. No, not there. Is this it? Oh. I forgot the pickaxes. No, not the pickaxes. Oh, I got an immortal moth. Those are pretty rare, aren't they? I've jazzed everywhere. Oh, no. I forgot to eat. It's all right. Well, we'll live. So hopefully I will not be awake until 5 a.m. on my phone like yesterday. It is 2:17 a.m. right now. Please don't do that. Please get rest. I was actually talking to a regular today at the coffee shop who apparently, like, went to bed at 9. No, just let me ride the Mako. Come on. Oh, nope, that's my opportunity. Jump on it. Jump on the Mako. Ride the Mako. Yes, that's it. Let me near it. Yes! Ride the Mako! Jam out to some tunes. We're riding the Mako all day long. Look at us go. Only Mako riding here. Alright, that's enough of Mako riding. Not to waste everyone's time with a little bit of Mako riding, but you gotta appreciate it. Best monster in the game, S tier monster. Ah, what a good time. We can abandon the quest now. I think we've accomplished what we set out to do. That's all I wanted. My goal has been completed. My lifelong goal of riding the Mako. Does that count? Does that count as my quest? Are we satisfied here? I certainly am. No, I got a gem. The peer pressure. You think your next set will be a gun lance? Gun lances are super cool. Don't do what I did and blow up all your friends. There are ways to avoid that I clearly failed the last time you got to see me play with it, but you know, we'll do a little tutorial and not blowing your friends up with gun lance. I'll do it with the classic guild style set. Because this needs to be talked about. This goes for all weapons, by the way, not just gun lance, but specifically gun lances. Gun lance is a big offender of it. I know because I got blown up. Floof, feel free to post. Kai, yes, perfect. Glad we've set out and accomplished this thing. See, when I do quests like that, see that for me that warrants like keeping the channel point nice and low. When I fight Lao for like 20 minutes, it's like, oh. When I fight Fatales for 20 minutes, it's like, oh. But if someone's like, yeah, post Mako, do something fun, stupid. Fight my favorite monster in the game that's going to be like fun and silly. Happy to keep the neighborhood red down. I'm pretty sure that this was a bit from a show I watched, but someone goes up to like someone else and it's like, yeah, just fire a couple of gunshots off in my backyard to make sure the rent stays low. No idea what set you're going to make. I know it's going to include the Silver Wrath parts. Oh, hell yeah. This is actually a perfect monster to demonstrate the don't hurt your friends. So here's what's going on here, right? We're fighting a monster, And these are the weapons that we have hanging out around us. We have greatsword, lance, heavy bowgun, and a gun lance. So this is the first part of the tutorial. Recognize who you're hunting with. Knowing Ray Shadow with the greatsword, they're going to go for tail cuts, so I should not be anywhere near the tail. Knowing that we have 2 greatswords, I should not be anywhere near the tail 100%. After they've cut the tail off, what's the next target that the greatswords are going to go for? The answer is that it's probably going to be the head. Everyone knows the head is the weakest part of the monster. That's where they're going to hang out. I'm playing Gunlance. So in this context, for those of you who don't know, Gunlance does raw damage everywhere on the body. Every time an explosion hits, and you're going to want to use explosions because you're a Gunlance player, you should target the part of the... It doesn't matter where you target. You should just target literally anywhere that somebody else isn't targeting. It's like you're really good at breaking wings. Maybe you should hit the wings. You're really good at breaking the back. Maybe you should hit the back. You're really good at breaking claws. Maybe you should hit the claws. But like you should not be near the points of like the head where everyone else is going to be one is swinging. And you shouldn't be near the tail. God knows you should be nowhere near the tail. Unless the tail has fallen off, but there are better spots to swing. But it gets a little bit more intricate than that. You're going to see during this fight that there are moments where I'm going to be in weird, precarious situations. Or, maybe the greatsword user doesn't care where they're swinging. They're just kind of swinging wherever. And that's cool, too. This is not a tutorial on how everyone should be playing their weapon. This is a tutorial on how you should be playing your weapon and not blowing your friends up. There's a difference. Again, as a Gunlance user, you can be anywhere. It doesn't matter. So just don't be near people. Which is easier said than done. But again, there are contingencies. And I will show them to you. By example, like force example, or by, just it happening. Natural example. Hopefully this will be a perfect, like, little tutorial on this. So check this out. 2 greatswords at the tail. Where do I go? Not near the tail. No one's here. Swing, explode, do a spin, come down. You see how Ray Shadow was there? Don't. If your friend is in the way, just don't hit the A button. I don't care if your combo's going off. You don't have to be there. Wing, no one there. Hit the A button. Sidestep, do the thing. Pull up your shield, block it. Perfect. You're doing your thing. It's a good time. I'm slowly approaching. I'm going to hit the swing. Upswing, wing hit. Maybe I missed. That's fine. No one's here. Hit the A button. Oh, I'm poking the head. Is that okay? Yeah, that's fine. Notice how no one's here, so I can blow it up. Oh, let me get this off right. Can you load? Thank you. We do the thing. We fly forward. We miss. That's okay. If I'm doing an upswing and nobody is up in the air, like directly above me, because I don't think anyone here is rocking aerial style, that's fine. Now notice this moment here. I swing. There's no one here. That's fine. I can get away with that hit. Sidestep. Do another swing. Keep playing my weapon. Doing whatever I want. That's fine. I'm not blowing up my friends. I'm playing outside of my friend's range. That's great. Let's see if I can hit this wing here. Out of the sky you go. Hell yeah. Still no one near me. Perfect. Perfect opportunities. By the way, for wake-ups, you have Lion's Maw. This is also a great thing that you can do with heavy bowgun, or gun lance. You have a shield. You can walk right up on the monster and just kind of get close. Wait for the monster to do its things. Here's an opportunity. Do 2 pokes. Bounce, obviously, because you don't have enough sharpness. But you can stay right here and help out with the mount. So now, here's an example. See where Hunter's at? I'm not going to blow up the weapon. I'm not. I'm just going to sidestep out of it because there's no reason for me to blow up my teammate, especially if they're a greatsword user. They're going to do more damage, period. Why would I hurt the guy who's going to do more damage than me? My goal is to break things. That's a pretty safe special to use. I don't feel bad if my teammates get hit. That was a mistake. I meant to reload. I am so sorry. I don't know why I'm failing my reloads today. I can't for the life of me solo G-Rank Chameleos or Toaster. Oh yeah, Tio's a giant pain in the ass. I think for, like... I'm trying to... What weapon do you play again, Crow? Don't hit the A button. Friend was there. I mean, maybe I could have blown them up out of the way. That you know, but honestly, just don't hurt your friends. That's a judgment call you can make, but damn. Oh, that was the wrong sidestep. I always seem to have a habit of sidestepping towards the front end of the monster, and that's probably not a good thing to do. Unless the monster's dead on, in which case I always sidestep to the right for some reason. Don't ask me why. Oh, that's right, tail cut. Don't forget the tail. Again, sorry for exploding you, Raid. Ray Kinchi. That was a huge... that was literally a misinput. It's a misinput. Don't blow up Hunter. Just laugh. Break the back. Do damage here. This is my safe zone. I'm allowed to do stuff here. How did I knock you out of the sky? I am so sorry. If I hit you with that, I apologize immensely. There are obviously going to be moments where you make bad calls and people are going to run into you or something like that. That is totally understandable. Oh, that's a good question. Swordmatzer, what do you want us to do? Or, Floof, what would you like for us to do here? Are we trapping? Are we capping? Or are we slaying? Totally worth it. Sleep bomb time? Hell yeah. Correct answer. We got 2 greatsword users. This is the perfect opportunity to sleep bomb. Lion's Maw wake up? Hell yeah. Do you have the strat for it down? The strat would be like to place a small barrel bomb like right here outside of the range that blows up the barrels and then hit yourself with the small barrel bomb and then... But no, yeah, you got this. That's all you. Kaboom. Oh. Oh, it's so good. It's been lost to time. And yet it never gets bad. Holy shit, the lag. My frames. That was so funny looking. It's so good. Why aren't we doing this all the time? Oh, it makes me so sad every time an opportunity like this presents itself. Here's the thing too, it's like, it's so good at like breaking parts. Why aren't we breaking parts with sleep bombing? You know, like, okay, take the snake creature, right? You're fighting Najahala, and you need a heart-shaped beak. This item is a fucking nightmare to get because its head floats up here, and you're down here, and you can't hit it, ever. The only time you can hit it is when it's mounted, paralyzed, sleeping. That's it, though. You put it to sleep, you drop 7 billion tons of TNT on its face, and then you blow it up, and you're guaranteed to get a face break. You know? If you need a part and it needs it to be broken, just sleep bomb it. Why aren't we sleep bombing things for parts? Why aren't we doing this? Adept Greatsword is so silly. I completely agree. We could test this theory. Oh my god, meet the boy. Hell yeah. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for the raid. Let me give you a quick shout out. If you guys haven't followed Meet the Boy, you should. He is a super cool streamer, also plays Monster Hunter, will be playing Wilds. We actually played the beta yesterday together where my computer shat itself the whole time. And I've reconfirmed that I'm going to need a PS5 or some external piece of hardware to run it. About to check to see if PSN is back up. Oh, did it go down? Damn. But yeah, go drop Meet the Boy a follow. And if you keep hanging out here, I'm going to keep telling you to follow Meet the Boy because he is just that awesome of a person. My ending screen was an explosion, like a massive flashbang. Awesome. Yeah, of course. Also, bareback grabbing Nom Nom. Mine was running to that. Follow Babo too. Yes, please give me follows. I say that jokingly and also yet seriously. Like, okay, realistically, if you want to keep like knowing when I go live and stuff like that, a follow is the easiest way to do that. But also, if you don't want to, you know, clutter up your Twitch space or whatever, that's also okay. Or if you just don't care about the streams in particular, that's also okay. But it does really mean a lot to me when people do drop follows because it's like, hey, I'm doing something that people want to come and see again. That's awesome. But yeah, next time somebody needs a part of any kind of monster, I'm going to use sleep bombing as a demonstration tool. That'll be my next little lesson on how to do it. How to stick it to the monster. Someone's like, yeah, I need Devil Joe Crook. Yeah, let's, you know, its face is nasty to hit. You know, unless you're like playing something that can constantly reach it, like a ranged weapon or anything, it's the worst. Also, I do believe that it is Hunter's turn to post, so go ahead and post for us, Swordmaster, who also just went to go grab food. I'm gonna run to the bathroom then. I'll be back in a minute. Someone, when Swordmaster comes back, there we go. I love being a part of this small little community. It's a great time. It's your turn to post, by the way. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Got to take the dogs out and cook. I'll be lurking. I appreciate it. Meet the boy. Oh, God. I'm going to take a wild guess here and say we're fighting Fatalis. Just a wild little guess. Oh, Matsu. Never mind. I am pleasantly surprised. What do I want to hunt a Matsu with? Something stupid? I'm down to run something stupid. Yeah, this would be funny. Triple charge, great sword. The one that bounces a lot. Fatalis would be me since I'm trying to, since I want to try that armor. Totally fair. I've gotten quite used to fighting Fatalis. I am too familiar with it. I'm almost certain. How many times have I fought Fatalis? It's got to be up like way higher than the majority of monsters I've ever hunted. I want to find out. Where's it at? It's under guild card. Yeah, check. No. Fatalis. 50 times. I've hunted Fatalis 50 times. Jesus. That is too many times. Also, on the topic of positioning, I hate it when like people don't understand hammer and greatsword gets head priority. Or don't understand that hammer and greatsword get head priority. Yeah, I hear that. It's, again, it's hard to... So this is one of those moments where I'm going to be like maybe a little controversial, which is to say, absolutely, like if you're playing with a group of people and you're communicating and able to talk to them, like, you know, I'm talking to you right now, Swordmatzer, and I'm like, hey, you know, you're running hammer, cool, good to know. I won't target the head where you're targeting the head. And everyone's like, okay, cool. And we all like, you know, give each other a thumbs up and have a good time. If you're playing in like a rando lobby and communication just is not there, then sometimes it's all right to be like the person who's like, then maybe I won't play hammer, or alternatively, I'll play hammer and not target the head, which is weird. Okay, I get that. But sometimes it's easier to play the game. It's more fun to play the game doing something unoptimal and not having to deal with like the consequences of backlash than it is to try and play the game optimally and constantly like butt heads with someone all the time. You know what I mean? Something kind of funny happens. Sorry for making you guys wait. No worries, no worries. I've waited longer. If I'm being perfectly honest. I have had people be like, I'm going to be right back. Give me 30 minutes. And I'm like, you know, I only stream for 3 hours. Like, you being gone for 30 minutes occupies a spot for, like, literally some fast maths. Almost like over 10% of the total stream. While nobody else can do anything. I'll crack wings with a hammer all day. Yeah, that's the attitude I like to see. The sass. The power. Yes, the triple charge, great sword. Just keep swinging. Oh, it's gonna move. No, it's gonna scream. It's not moving, it's screaming. There we go. Right here. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Damn. I knew it was going to do something. I just hoped it was going to lurch forward a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Yes, like that. That's what I wanted. The heavy prediction great sword set. That's a stagger. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Get that lion's maw set up. Boom. It feels so good when Lion Maw goes live. Alright, what's it doing? It's gonna do a thing. That's fine. Wait for it. One more thing. Okay, no, that's too far away. I can't predict anything here. Tail swap? No. Just still moving. Still moving and lunging. That's it. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, big damage. That technically hit on someone's screen. That's what the crack was. It did not hit on mine, though. Just keep swinging. I don't have to think about movement here. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, big damage. It's gonna move. Oh, big special. Love Moonbreaker. It's probably oh, Greatsword. Yes, one of my favorite specials with Greatsword, Brimstone Slash, 100% of the time. It's like a counter, but like different. This is the only way I can describe it. Rather than obviously like a full counter, Like, basically, if you can get into a position that you know that the monster is going to just stay in one spot, like, no matter what it's going to do, regardless of what it, like, does, if it attacks, if it roars, or whatever, if you just know the monster's going to hang out there, then you can get away with, like, something crazy 100% of the time. Lion's Maw go live. Check this out. We'll keep Lion's Maw on deck. You know what'd be crazy? So what if Lion's Maw was actually just a flat buff to, like, your attack / damage? And so when you use it, right, you actually gain, like, an attack buff with everything that you do. Like, I want a special that does that. Like, while your weapon remains sheathed, gain an attack buff. And then you could do things like boomerangs. You could do, like, crazy boomerang damage with attack up while your weapon stays sheathed. You could run ballista ammo and cannon ammo and stuff like that. Wouldn't that be a crazy special? Like, it would be nearly useless up until you come across a monster like this. And then it's like, oh, maybe I should run this crazy special. Yo, Void, how's it going? Welcome. How are you doing today? God, I wish I could have been on the dev team for this game. Like, I know nothing about coding, but, like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes I have an idea, and it's like, this idea is so good. Like, nobody would even realize how much they loved it until they started using it consistently. Right here. This is a Brimstone Slash moment. Monster stays right here. Oh my god, it bounced up. That's so sad. Got him. Back down it goes. Taking a small break from MHGU, totally fair. Can't play MHGU forever. That's why I always call myself a variety streamer for that reason. Because, like, yeah, do I always come back to this game? Absolutely. But God knows I can't play it every day. I need to do other things in my life. So are you taking a break from, like, streaming altogether, or are you just taking a break from this game specifically? Oh, damn. I should have expected the roar. Should have waited a minute. Waited for a better opportunity. Oh, well. Oh, 1. 2. 3. Oh, I overcharged it. That's sad. 1, 2, 3. Oh, big whiff. That's all right. I forgot how armor this is again. I was playing it all day today. Oh, this is not a Cantor. Eucantelos armor. The best end music in the game. I love it so much. This monster coming to Rise was one of the best things that they ever did. Like, the way that they handled this monster in Rise was a perfect homage to GU. Now all I want is a GU remake with 60 FPS. This ending and this scene, I know, it's so pretty too. If you, like, look up, you can see rainbows and a happy clear sky and all of this stuff. You saw that normal shot kill him on the screen too. You saw it. Normal's good. Normal ammo is goated. That tea was stupidly hot. I wish I hadn't put that in my mouth. Ow. Ooh, a Heavenly Dragon Gem. So good. It's weird. I've hunted him so many times, but I can't make his armor. That's a classic dilemma. I have that issue with Fatalis, actually. I have a handful of Fatalis weapons, but nothing too crazy. But, like, if I were to go over here and try and make, I don't know. Like, how many times have I hunted Tio? Oh, well, that's a, never mind, ignore that. But, like, okay, here's an example, right? I've hunted this monster so many times. Why don't I have Sky's Wayer? No, that can't be right. Hold up. Can I make anything? There we go. Perfect. Mitsune. No, that's Stoutwood. Never mind. That's a weird material to have. Okay, everyone. Nobody has monster broth. No, that's also a weird thing. Okay, I take it back. I you know, I don't know what's going on with you. I think you might just be cursed. You actually need to fight Amatsu for the Plesioth light bow gun. I'd believe that. I do believe it is. Is it your turn to post, Floof? I think it is. I think that was Ray Shadow's turn, right? Unless I'm stupid. Who posted last? Someone update me. That was your turn? Okay, it is Ray Shadow's turn. Okay, cool. Good. Good. All right. How do we want to end it today? I think we've got enough time for one more hunt, and I feel like being stupid. I feel like doing something silly. And this is the silliest set I own, and that you know, that's all I can ask for. Really, I'm out of normal pure sand pellet level 2 shots? That's crazy. What happened there? Oh, well, it's an Elder Dragon. And it's a Fatalis. Okay, I take it back. Unless... No, I'm gonna run out of ammo for sure. This is Fade to Black, too. This is not an easy hunt. But you know what was really fun last time? I'm gonna do something out of pocket. You know, every time I fight this monster, I always use Sword and Shield. I always do Mind's Eye Oil. I always do Paralysis, and it's very consistent. But I out of pocket, I feel out of pocket today. Do some mounting and some like alternative damage. That's what I'm gonna call it. And then we'll just die to fire moves. It's gonna be great. Indeed. And speaking on weapons, the Starlight Gate longsword I can't get, and I'm so sad. Oh, is it an event quest that no longer exists, or why wouldn't you be able to get it anymore? Unga Bunga mount time for you? Sick. Do it. We're just gonna do silly things. It was a one-day event. Oh, man, that's upsetting. They should really, I don't know, open up all the events. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of timed event things. It like forces people to do weird stuff just to play the game that they want and do like something, I don't know, interesting. Like Pokemon. They should just release all the things at some point. We all know what we're doing here, right? We're hitting the Dragonator. Are we all hitting the Dragonator? Cool. Good. Don't get hit by fireballs. You're not a Yoshi. There is no fireballs, yum. There's just pain and suffering. Uh-oh. Do the big dodge. Ooh! I'm Adept Greatsword and we're full silly. Hell yeah. That's all you need. There's a little bit of silliness and a good time. Come on, you can get a little closer to us. Come on. Just take one step this way. You're so close. Baby steps, right? Yep, that's it. That's it. That's the angle. Nope, never mind. That's not the angle. Don't die to fire. Ah! Okay. Ow. I'm the one who got hit. Of course I did. That's it. That's the best angle you're going to get. That's it. Hit both. Yes. Double hit. It's perfect. Nobody say otherwise. Oh, that's right. I have earplugs. I forget that I have earplugs on this set. I don't have to. I don't have to think. I just click button, and it go. Go. Return to me, my insect. Stay away. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Please don't hurt me. Oh, that looks like it could hurt. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Oh, I was really hoping it was the explosion. I think I would have had just a little bit more frames to do a dodge. If I have to do any of the Fatalis again, I'm going to cry. All I did today was fight Crimson Fatalis. That is a classic. I am very familiar with that feeling. I am so sorry. No one should ever have to fight Fatalis ever again in this game. It's not as bad as Lao, you know? So, you know. But it's pretty bad. Oh, that's a mount. Indeed. Aha! Someone agrees with me. Suck it, chat. You fought a Crimson 1-on-1? Hell yeah. That's right. I don't really care if Swarm needs to go off or not. It's important that this goes off. This goes off. Bug Blow can go off. Right, it's really important to target the head here, isn't it? Did I hit? I don't tell. I can't tell if I did or not. I don't think I did. I keep getting hit by everything. Go. Get Swarm going on. Hell yeah. Takes a while for it to proc, but that's okay. Another big whiff for three. cheer going on again. Hell yeah. Gotta walk back and collect the bug because we are as fast as the bug with our weapon drawn. Classic dilemma. You know, every insect glaive user suffers this problem. You may not know it, but it's true. Come on, get this mount. Hell yeah. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. That was the worst timing. Get Swarm online. Hit him with the upgraded bug blow. Yes! Damage. Alright, and with that, I am now out of my ability to do things. So we pop one of these. We make a whetstone. Just to help bolster our ability and keep our sharpness up. Perfect. Maximum damage. And by maximum damage, I mean just maximum sharpness and meter gain. Ow. Hey, there we go. Not bad at all. The damage was there. We were doing cool things. We got to use our Kinsect a hell of a lot. Always a good time. GG's. And what perfect timing, too. I'm going to get on my carves here because, you know, you never know when you need random Fatalis parts. We got a lot done today. I don't think we failed a hunt. We abandoned one run after we got to ride the Great Macau, and that was great. That were awesome, I should say. Riding the Macau is the best thing you can do in this game. I was just smacking around. It was good. I carted once, I think. Yeah, just a single cart today. That's pretty rare for me. For the record, I am not very good at this game, so you know, getting a a single cart is pretty rare for the stream, especially with the nonsense we end up posting. But that being said, we are gonna go raid someone, so feel free to hang out while we raid another awesome GU streamer. I do plan on streaming tomorrow. Hopefully, assuming everything goes right. There's a chance that we might not. It just really depends on. It just depends on what's going on. You know what I mean? Ooh, all of my GU streamers are playing Wilds today, so that's interesting. Maybe we find someone new to raid. Generations. There's 2 people playing. Well, in that case, let's go raid someone we know. We haven't gotten to raid Lady Aurora in a while. It's pretty rare that I end up getting to raid her, so we're going to go do that. But for everyone who came out today, it has been awesome getting to stream for you all. It has been everyone who raided, thank you so much. That means so much to me. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to hopefully playing some more of this tomorrow afternoon. Assuming, you know, I get through it all. But again, for everyone who came out, thank you so much. It has been a wonderful night, and I hope you guys get plenty of rest, sleep well, enjoy your evenings, eat good food, and I'll catch you later. See ya.
My father-in-law, I guess, was like, so now we must sacrifice. Or we must present our sacrifice.